welcome back. Today we are going to be discussing The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. This book is the second book I've ever read by Nicola Yoon. The first one I read was really good. You should read it. It's called Everything Everything. And this book I absolutely loved. It was so good. This book has been so hyped up that when I started it, I was like, I mean, it's okay. I guess I don't really see why there's so much hype around it, but then I kept reading and it was really good. So you should really read this book. So this book is about a girl named Natasha, and she is getting deported with her family back to Jamaica. And then it is about this boy, and his name is Daniel, and he has Korean parents, he's Korean, and very strict, and they want him to go to Yale, and he has to go to this interview to go to Yale. And so while they're out doing their thing, Daniel is going to his interview and Natasha is going to this office trying to get them to reconsider so she doesn't have to get deported. They end up meeting while they're going and they both just, they get each other. It was really good. You should really read it. If you haven't read it, I highly suggest it. Just like go and read it. It took me a day, not even a day, to read this book. It was super quick and nice and good, and I loved it, and just, oh my gosh, read this book. It is just like so different than anything I've ever read before, in a good way, and you really should read it. I know I just said that 12 times, but okay, that's enough of me saying you should read it. So if you have not read this book, please leave now. You will be spoiled, and it's too good to spoil yourself. It is. Don't spoil it. It's really good. Just go, read it, come back, and then you can listen to all the spoilers you want to hear because they won't be spoilers anymore, okay? Bye. Leave, 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 leave. That looks really precarious. I'm pretty sure it's gonna fall. I really hope it doesn't though. If it does, hopefully I catch it with my ninja skills. We got our notes. Let's party! Okay, so when I first started this book, I really didn't think it was that good. I was like, why is it so good? It's just about a girl getting deported and this other boy. And like, it just kept like cutting back and forth and I was just like, why? Like, it's good. It was good. It was good writing. But I was like, why is everyone saying this is so amazing, so good? Why? Like, I didn't really understand. And then whoa, okay, I know it's really obvious, but the sun just went behind a cloud and there's like zero light in here now. Let's see. I'm gonna turn on that light for now, and then if the sun comes back out, the sun just came back out. Okay, sorry for the terrible lighting changes every 5 seconds. Okay, so I didn't really think it was that good. It was good writing, but I didn't think the story was amazing. Like, everyone had been saying, oh, it's so good, and I was just like, I mean, it's good, I guess. But then when they met and they started interacting, I fell in love with this book. It was so good. One of my favorite things about this book is that they don't fall into their stereotypes, which just was amazing for me because I hate stereotypes. They make me so angry because it's just like, why would you just assume that about someone you don't even know them? And so they don't fall into their stereotypes, which was so good. Like Daniel, despite the fact that he's Asian, Korean, he's not the smartest person in the whole world. Yes, he does have strict parents, but that's just who his parents are. He's not super smart. He's not obsessed with good grades and whatever other stupid Asian stereotype you have about those kind of people. Like, he's a poet. He wants to do poetry and he's obsessed with love and the idea that love exists, which you wouldn't associate with someone like him because of the stereotype. And then you have Natasha, and she's black, so you assume she's gonna be some sort of like ghetto, sassy, fighting, whatever, you know, but no, she's extremely smart. She's smarter than Daniel, he says. He believes that she's smarter than him, and she's obsessed with science, and she's so smart, and oh, I loved it so much. You have no idea. I loved it so much. It was so good. I fell in love with these characters. Good job, Nicola Yoon. You did an amazing job. Also, at first, I really didn't like all that info about the side characters, like Irene, the lady at the security, and like the guy driving by who most hits people, and I was like, why do we need these people's like information? Like, why does it matter? But then I started to like it, and it kind of just like showed, and then at the end it ended up being like showing how everyone is connected in some sort of way. Like, everything happens for a reason, which I know is a thing that people say all the time, but like, everything happens for a reason. Everything is connected. Like, the guy that almost hit Natasha when she was crossing the street didn't hit her, but he hit someone else. And then that was someone else that Natasha had interacted with. Like, everyone was connected. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And I started to like it. I liked this backstory of all these people. I liked it. I really liked this book. I really did. I think I liked it more than Everything, which is like shocking because I love that book. Like, that's a really good book. I really liked the coffee shop scene where he's just like, you want to go for coffee or something? And they walk over to a coffee shop and they have coffee for a while and they're discussing this theory on like, if you ask each other a certain amount of questions and stare at each other, you will fall in love. And of course, I thought it was dumb. I was like, no way is that real. Like, you talk to someone and then you fall in love? No, that's not real. But they did it anyway, and I really liked that coffee shop scene. I also really liked the karaoke scene. It was hilarious because I can't sing either. I wouldn't say I'm as bad as Natasha, just considering they were like, oh, she hit 0 notes and she doesn't have timing and whatever. Like, she's really bad. But I can't sing either, and like, I don't know. I was so proud of her for just singing in front of him. Like, I would never, ever do that. Especially someone I just met. Like, I wouldn't sing, especially if I was that bad. But it was just really funny because Daniel was really good and then Natasha was absolutely terrible, but they were just laughing about it. It was so good. Okay, I was so pissed off at the end when it turns out the lawyer, Mr. Fitzgerald, I believe was his last name, missed the appointment and that's why she got deported. Like, seriously? Seriously? I'm so mad. I was so angry. She wouldn't have been deported if he had just gone to the appointment, but he missed it because he was doing something stupid. And yes, obviously, it turns out like it's for the better or whatever that she did get deported because they both moved on with their lives and did other things. But I was still so mad. Like, how stupid. How stupid. Seriously? And then he lied about it to her. So she didn't even get the truth. He didn't even take any blame for it. I just so mad. Like, you're in charge of people's lives basically, determining where they're going to go, and you just completely miss this very important thing. Like, you should be fired. Very angry with that man. I hated him. At first I thought he was a good guy, but no, that changed everything. Okay, in the beginning when it was just like Irene decided to kill herself, I was actually like kind of upset just because like it happens to people. Like, that's a thing that happens where people decide they're going to kill themselves. And I was just, like, it made me very sad, even though I didn't really appreciate side characters at that point. I was like, why do we care about Irene? But when it was like, she decided today's the day she was going to kill herself, I just like, I didn't like that. And it made me really upset. But then at the end, she became a flight attendant and she moved on with her life. And she actually like somehow brought the two back together while they were on the plane. I really liked that. I don't know why. It just like made me super upset when she decided to kill herself. I was not okay with it. It was so like blatant. It was just like, I'm killing myself. And I was just like, don't do that. Like, please don't. Please do not do that. Okay, let's talk about the store scene where Daniel has to go back to the store and he brings Natasha with him. That scene was hilariously terrible, as in, it was absolutely awful. I hated it, but at the same time, it was super funny, if that makes any sense. Like, it was so racist and terrible, and his brother Charlie and his dad, and I was cringing the whole time, like, oh my gosh. But at the same time, it was just laughable about how terrible it was. Like, so stupid that I was like laughing and cringing and mad at the brother, and it was so many emotions at once because so blatantly racist towards Natasha, the dad, and the brother sucks and is making stupid jokes about how like Daniel is like, just, it was funny, but it was bad. I liked the scene. I thought that it was important to show that like Daniel wasn't like his brother, wasn't like his dad, despite like what his family had raised him to be, basically. But like, at the same time, the dad was just so bad. Also, why own a store like that if you're gonna be so racist towards like all of your customers? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I get like it's a thing, it's a big business for Korean people, but like, just don't do it, man. Like, every customer comes in, are you just super racist to them? It doesn't make any sense. So that scene was a good scene, but at the same time, it was a terrible scene. But I laughed, but I cringed, but I was angry, but it was still funny. So like, They're a huge mix of emotions, but I still liked the scene. It was good. All these scenes were very good. Okay, so for the ending, that plane scene was really cool. I just thought like they missed each other for 10 years and then they just happened to meet on a plane just coincidentally, which was like really cool because they both got to move on and be like, this is what I want to do, plan out their lives, you know, like become who they were. But at the same time, they meet back when they're what, 27, which is like, I think about it now and 10 years from now I'm gonna be like 29 and I'm like crying. That's so what? I just thought it was cool. Like coincidences. It was just like exactly with the other people. Like everything happens for a reason. Coincidences happen. People meet up. Everything's connected. And so they get connected again at the very end. And it's Irene that connects them. Wow. It was so good. I loved this book so much. I can understand why everyone was saying, oh my gosh, it's so good, it's so good. And I was just, yes, yes, you are. Beautiful book. Beautiful, amazing. I loved it so much book. But this book, guys, this book, so good. Like, you know it was good if you read it. I mean, unless you didn't think it was good. I mean, I don't know why it was so good. I mean, I didn't really touch on the fact that her father sucked, but like, I know that was a main part of the book, but like, I didn't like her dad. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I felt like a main part of the book was her father, but at the same time, it wasn't. Just because like, it was supposed to be about Natasha and Daniel. Not specifically them being together, but like themselves, finding themselves, you know, realizing like, I don't need to do what my parents did. I can be my own person. And so that father, oh, so annoying. Those are all my thoughts for this book. Good job, Nicola Yoon. You have made it onto my favorites list. I loved this book so much. It was beauty, it was grace, it was Miss United States. I'm just saying a bunch of crap right now because I'm so shook and I can't process my thoughts because I'm thinking about the book again. Okay. If you liked this book, please give me a thumbs up and share a comment down below telling me like what your favorite moment was, your favorite character, anything about the book that you'd like to share because this book was amazing. It was so good. I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you soon with another video. Bye! So this book is about a girl and her name is Natasha and So this book is about a girl named Natasha. I can't say her name. What's wrong with me? I mean, yeah.